the results are in for the first rolling stock that will be showcased in this Little Railway Behind the Scenes series. This was voted for by my supporters on Patreon, and you can now vote on what location will be covered next. Join in the description to choose your favourite, and get early access when the video is released. The winners for this round won by a mudslide, and appropriately we're starting off with the oldest of the passenger fleet on the Skarloey Railway, the vintage set and Cora for good measure. Here is how they were made, but first there's some context digging to do.
Okay, Bramble. You like the coaches?
It should have been easy enough to model coaches 1 to 5 in 009 scale, because they're just a carbon copy of the Talyllyn railway coaches, right? Wrong. Going through Audrey's notes, there are similarities, but the histories between them are not parallel. 3 coaches, Agnes, Ruth and Jemima, and 1 brake van, Beatrice, were ordered from Brown, Marshalls and Company and arrived in 1865. A 4th coach, Lucy, arrived in 1866 from the Lancaster Carriage and Wagon Works, but that is about as close as they get to matching the Talyllyn coaches. On the TR, coach number 3 arrived first in Towyn, and has 1 compartment divided off from the other 2. Coaches 1 and 2 are identical in design, but they are open plan and slightly taller than number 3. I don't know why I'm speaking like I'm selling a house. There isn't any mention of the Skarloey's coaches 1 to 3 arriving at different times, nor any reason why they wouldn't all have been identical in proportion. TR Coach 4 was a later addition and from a completely new builder. It is believed that a fire which broke out at Brown Marshalls and Company resulted in orders being halted. So the Lancaster Carriage and Wagon Works attempted to build one instead. It has gained the nickname Limping Lulu, as it is much more rugged and boxy than the others, the firm being more acclaimed for the construction of good stock. Some notes claim that Audrey originally named Skarloey Coach 4 Hilda, but Lucy being a reference to Lulu simply made more sense. The cheaper construction was also due to Lucy being only intended for extra capacity in busy seasons, not in regular use. Van 5 is another true Brown Marshalls product, arriving in 1865 without the enclosed end that it has today. Van 5 on the Skarloey, however, is mentioned to have had the booking window ducket for the guard to sell tickets from its original construction, something that the Talyllyn later copied. Beatrice is illustrated as having a ducket on both sides, as the Skarloey does have platforms on either side of the line. To that end, the Talyllyn's coaches all have doors only on one side, as the platforms are all on the northern side of the line, the doors on the southern side being locked off. In Audrey's notes, it is stated that the Skarloey coaches have the same feature, but I really don't like this. In terms of numbers, the TR opted for 1 and 2 being the identical ones, 3 being the slightly smaller one, 4 the big boxy one, and 5 the guards van. However, in Audrey's notes, the Skarloey stuck with numbering them as they arrived. So that means Agnes is number 1, Ruth 2, Jemima 3, but then Beatrice the guards van is number 4 and Lucy number 5, as she arrived a year after the others. I hate this. It would mean they're always running out of number sequence, and you can't do that to me. Naming wise, even though Skarloey does refer to them in the past tense in very old engines, the coaches didn't gain names until 1910, when the manager, Handel Brown, named them after his 5 daughters. Their class system changed with the times, but Agnes was originally a first class coach, Ruth second, and Jemima and Lucy third class. We still need to talk about Cora, but this was meant to be a video showing how I made models of them all, so let's get on with that first.
You're still my best girl, Cora.
When Bachmann visited the Talyllyn to make a model of Skarloey, they were encouraged to take measurements of everything, just for good measure. They released a red narrow gauge coach based on number 1 and 2. In the TR livery, as that is how the coaches appeared in the CGI series. Coach number 4 was released in the TV series Blue. But the brake vans were not released until many years later. And they are based directly off of the season 4 ones, rather than Van 5. Although they are part of the Thomas range, these coaches immediately proved popular, as it was the first time that ready-to-run Talyllyn style coaches had ever been made. To go the full mile, you would need to use a kit to make number 3 and 5. But even with a quick repaint, they are really nice models. They even have the TCS cables used on the Talyllyn. And of course, having swiveling NEM couplings already fitted makes them very capable of handling curves. The chassis can be disconnected from the coach body, so the windows can be replaced. Did I do that on my models? Oh no. These were bought way back in the first batch, long before I used spray primer. To repaint something, I just went straight in with a paintbrush. Simpler times. I did use Tamiya lining tape to separate the colours. I'm not a monster. The paint was mixed from hobby acrylics, so I'm afraid I can't tell you the exact shade that I used for the blue or cream. Even more annoying, I couldn't decide which colour I wanted the ends to be. I thought it might be easier to have them all in blue if I ever added faces. But the half and half look, as they appear in the books, is so much nicer. So I did one of each. As the coaches wouldn't have been turned until the opening of the lakeside loop, I suppose it wouldn't be impossible to think that one end was always kept in blue, but that is purely a me thing, so don't follow that. Each took about 4 thin coats to recolour, and the chassis was painted too, so that it wasn't the default shiny plastic. The buffer heads were coloured grey, and then stained with black as oil stains, and the footboards a dark brown. I've yet to apply any weathering to them, but I did later add numbers using waterslide transfers by Old Time Workshop. This old pack of decals has many Talyllyn coach details, and I added them as per the Talyllyn's coaches because I prefer to count 1 to 5 in order. Sorry, Audrey. As nice as they look in a uniform colour, they still look odd without a brake van. Fortunately, Amethyst Works had an old Mike's model kit of Van 5 going spare, complete with a face and all. This kit is not renowned for being, good. It's a bit underscaled and the details are lacking, but the real Van 5 is basically a kit bash in itself, so it was going to do. The doors are not separately moulded, so I couldn't post them open as they are when running, but I did scratch build the ticket window. This and the veranda window were made from cardstock using a craft knife, as was the roof. Not you, Ruth. Windows were fixed with clear plastic, and buffers made using a cotton stick. Very basic, yes, but the only white metal ones that I could find were the oval Dundas Models ones, and everyone knows that Van 5 has round buffers. It was painted all in blue, And finally, we have a complete vintage set. Poor Beatrice gets bullied by the others for smelling like fish and cheese though, so she needs another brake van friend for company. Cora is a later addition, coming from the Mid-Sodor Railway, and based on the Corris Railway brake van now at the Talyllyn. It's only just dawning on me now that she's probably named after the Corris. Cora, Corris? Clever. Unlike her counterpart, which is numbered Van 6, the open coaches Ada, Jane and Mabel must have touched down on Skarloey rails before Cora, because she is canonically number 9. Thanks again, Audrey. Really confusing things. Logically, she would also have doors on both sides, unlike the Corris van. But I didn't do this because I liked the TR style better. I regret that now though, so in future would like to redo this model. This is made from a Dundas Models kit, which does supply 2 sets of doors to allow you to do this. And I even have a spare model ready to go, but it still means getting around to it, which is not easy. Motivation problem. The kit is really simple to build, so much so that I don't even have photos of me building it. It comes with a roof, not you Ruth, couplings and buffers, and the number was added as I had done with the rest. A handrail was added using craft wire curved with tweezers. Originally though, I painted this in a blinding TV series blue, as it has appeared in many of my videos. But to match the rest of the Railway series stock I later had, it was repainted into a much nicer blue. Some years later, they all magically gained faces, but so did all of the rolling stock, so perhaps we'll talk about that next time. For now, here are the old ladies having a leisurely stroll up the line. There we go, a surprisingly long video talking about the original Skarloey Railway coaches, and Cora tagging along for the ride. I should note that Westcliff Works now offer better kits of coaches 1, 2, 3 and 5, so let me know if you're interested in seeing me build some of those, and actually taking higher quality photos to prove it. My current fleet is very mismatch of accurate and inaccurate, but that does feel very keeping with the Talyllyn and Skarloey's original coaches. The next model showcase will be one of the locations I've built, so head on over to my Patreon to vote on where on the line you'd like to see in a model showcase. Link in the description. Thanks for watching. Many thanks to my brilliant channel patrons: Alex Goodman, GBH Train, D0280 Falcon, Sean Tempest, Random Thomas Fan, Dark White 73, Andrew Dyack, Reese Lee Walter, Ryan RTS, Ewan Pentland, Steam Power 4472, Jude 72, Firewind 10, Suddery Rails, Luneacres Photography, Mario Sonic 64, Elias, and Soda Fox Art.